Hey, I'm Bradley Jacobs, the senior editor at Us Weekly, and this is our first annual Us Awards. Time to, of course, the Academy Awards. On March 7th, we're going to give trophies to the best of the best and the worst of the worst. The first annual Us Awards! First up, Steamiest 3D Scene. The runners-up include Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana in Avatar, and also an animated Reese Witherspoon and an animated Paul Rudd in Monsters vs. Aliens. But this trophy goes to Joe Jonas in the Jonas Brothers concert film for that moment when he took off his shirt and threw it at the camera. That was a prize-winning moment. Now on to the best movie moms of the year. The runners-up included Marcia Gay Harden for her hardened mother of Ellen Page in Whip It, and also Catherine Keener, who waited so patiently for her boy to come home in Where the Wild Things Are. But the trophy goes to our favorite movie mom, Leslie Mann, who was a movie mom not only in 17 Again, but also in Funny People, directed by her very funny husband, Judd Apatow. Now let's give trophies for the best weddings of the year and the worst one. The runners-up, first of all, there was that small little intimate wedding between Jennifer Aniston and Ben Affleck at the end of He's Just Not That Into You. And of course, who can forget the wedding at the end of I Love You Man? The whole point of the movie was that Paul Rudd needed a best man for that day. But the most winningest wedding of the year was the one at the very end of The Hangover between Justin Bartha and his fiancée. The whole movie was about leading up to that wedding, and it totally worked. And let's not forget the worst wedding movie of the year, Bride Wars, which maybe single-handedly prevented Anne Hathaway from getting an Oscar last year. Now let's talk about the best movie families. The runners-up include Sandra Bullock and Tim McGraw's great family in The Blind Side. Who wouldn't want to be in that? And also, it wasn't a traditional family, but they certainly formed a family-like bond. It was Ed Asner and the little boy that stowed away with him in Up. But the Best Family Award goes to Fantastic Mr. Fox. Who wouldn't want to be in a family that included George Clooney and Meryl Streep? Now we're going to talk about the best movie kisses of the year and the worst one. Runners-up include Zachary Quinto and Zoe Saldana in Star Trek, and also Julia Roberts and Clive Owen in Duplicity. The best movie kiss, or shall we say kisses, came from Kristen Stewart, who was very busy in New Moon kissing both Rob Pattinson and Taylor Lautner. But the worst movie kiss had to be that disgusting slobbery job between Seth Rogen and Anna Faris in Observe and Report. And we couldn't go out without noting the best buns on the big screen in 2009. And of course, we couldn't just pick one set of buns, so we have a tie. The first award goes to Megan Fox, who had that very revealing moment when she was polishing up a motorcycle in Transformers. And then there was Channing Tatum. Now, while he didn't exactly drop trow in G.I. Joe, the jumpsuit he wore was so tight we felt like we could see every dimple in his butt through that suit. The first and